So today, I'm gonna be doing a soil test. Got my soil probe. I just did the dethatching. I'll link that video up here. I do a soil test every couple of years. It's good to get a baseline of what you're starting with, instead of just throwing down a bunch of fertilizer and hoping. They can tell you exactly what you need. This one came right on Amazon. I did some other ones where you just mail your soil to your local university. The pH in my lawn is so bad. I gotta put down literally thousands of pounds of lime, but you can only put so much lime down at a time. So I'm expecting them to say a bunch of lime, and eventually I'll get caught up. But I also have a new section of grass over there that I cleared out this past fall, and I'd like to get a baseline on what that needs and see how I'm making out with the other sections of the lawn. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'll link both of these in the description. So you're gonna take 5 to 7 locations, dump it all in a bag, mix it up, and then take 1 scoop of that dirt and put it inside of this jar and then mail it. All right, let's go get some samples. All right, let's get some samples. Not there, that's got a rock in there. Try this one. That's got a rock in there too. A lot of rocks here. There we go. It's a good one. So I'm gonna ditch this top section here, and I'm gonna take just this bottom piece. Okay, let's get a few more. That should be enough for this. That one. It's too late for me now, but if you go to do this, grab a flathead screwdriver. It'll make getting these plugs out easier. Man, another rock. A lot of rocks here. Alrighty, here's the side. Goodness. You know, maybe I should have ran the sprinklers first. Try this right here. Good old see you got on it. So I do have sprinklers up here. I think I probably should have ran them first, at least the day before, because this is very dry, and that had a hard time doing this. Same with the side yard. The backyard, that went in pretty easy. That was all still wet. All right, so it's been a couple days, and I have a chance to drop this off at the post office. So this says you gotta register these kits, you gotta create a new account, okay? So I'm gonna try to get rid of some of this organic matter, but first things first, let's break this up. Good. All right, so I got my scoop. Looks pretty decent. This has some sort of liquid in it. Crack this thing open. All right, so there's that one. And that's the front. So that was the side yard. Okay. Alrighty. There they are. Let's go mail them out. So I got my soil test back and the results aren't exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting the pH to be worse than it was. So I'll put a screenshot of my results. But for the front yard, they're recommending a 7-0-20 at 8 pounds per 1,000 square feet. And they're saying that the pH is right where it needs to be, which I don't really believe, but maybe, because I did put down quite a bit of lime. And then for the side yard, they're recommending the same thing, 7-0-20 at 8 pounds, 1,000 square feet. And same thing, they're saying that the pH is right where it needs to be. The backyard, they're recommending a 12-12-12 at 6.5 pounds per 1,000. Same thing, pH is right where it needs to be. And for the newly seeded grass I have in the back, they're recommending the same thing, 12-12-12 at 6.75 pounds per 1,000. And they're saying that the pH is fine there too, and I have never put lime in that section of the property. So I'm not quite sure if the pH is correct. I might still put down some lime anyway because lime never hurts, especially in my area. And typically I use the Bay State fertilizer. It's my own local Milorganite. And normally I'll get an entire pallet of it and I'll put down a whole pallet. Since I don't know if I'm gonna make it up there, I'll probably just use a synthetic fertilizer this year, and I'll go to like a local Site One and pick up some Lesco stuff. You know, so maybe I will give you a screenshot of this one also. So the backyard back in 2018 had a pH of 4.7, and they recommended 225 pounds of lime. 225 pounds of lime per 1,000. That's a lot of lime. So next up on the lawn, I gotta spray.
Next up on the lawn.
All right, you want to do it?
I don't know the words.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you. So next up, we're gonna spray Speed Zone.
Okay, next up for the spray, Speed Zone.
Speed Zone.
Come on now and do the Speed Zone. The Speed Zone.
Yep, I'm gonna spray Speed Zone, and that's gonna kill the weeds.
And that will kill the weeds from stop growing.
It'll stop them from growing.
And it'll punch them in the face.
It'll punch them in the face, that's for sure. And then we're gonna spray some
And then we're gonna spray some
Biffin. Biffin, and that'll kill the mosquitoes and the ticks.
And that'll kill the mosquitoes, all the mosquitoes, and all the ticks.
Yep.
From that, stop drinking our blood.
And I also have some Dominion.
So, we have some of Dominion, like the Jurassic Dominion.
Kind of like Jurassic Park Dominion, but
Jurassic Dominion, not Jurassic Park Dominion.
okay. So we're gonna spray some Dominion, and that'll take care of the grubs.
And we're going to spray some of the Dominion, and that will kill the grubs.
You got it.
Grubs.
Grubs are little tiny worms that are under the ground, and they eat the roots of the grass. It kills the grass. And then when they get older, they turn into beetles, and they turn into June bugs.
What is that? What is June?
You'll see them in June.
But are they big?
No, they're not that big. They're probably that big.
probably 2 to 3 times the size of a ladybug.
Oh.
Yep, and they go into the grass, and then they lay eggs, and then the eggs turn into grubs, and then the grubs eat the roots of the grass. And we don't want that. So like, subscribe, and
Subscribe.
we'll
And
see you on the next one.
see you on the next one. Tomorrow.
Probably not tomorrow, but maybe in a week.
Maybe in a week.
Yeah.